Have you ever made a decision that still follows you years later? Not because you wanted to hurt anyone, but because in that moment, you were trying to do the right thing. And even now, long after it happened, a part of you still wonders, did I make the right choice? Recently, something unexpected happened to me. One evening, I suddenly felt this wave of anxiety and sadness building inside me. I couldn't really explain why. So I decided to sit down and meditate. But as soon as I became still, I started crying. The memory that surfaced surprised me. It was about my dog, Rhallo. Rhallo was a blue American bull terrier. He was with me for 9 years. He was a big dog who truly believed he was a lapdog. Whenever I was reading or watching TV, he always had to be touching me somehow. Sometimes he would lean on me. Sometimes he would climb onto my lap. Like he weighed nothing. And the funny thing was, this big, muscular dog was scared of chihuahuas. He was goofy, gentle, and such a big baby. I loved him so much. Toward the end of his life, he began suffering. Even the strongest pain medication from the vet only helped for a few hours. One night he was crying, screaming in pain. Watching that was heartbreaking, so I rushed him to the emergency vet. And that night, Rhallo transitioned. That was in 2020. And here I am in 2026, still questioning myself. Did I rush the decision? Should I have waited longer? Did I give up too soon? Even though the decision came from love, my mind still returns to that moment and wonders if I did the right thing. Maybe the mind keeps replaying the moment because it wants certainty. But life rarely gives us certainty in the moments that matter most. Maybe some of you know this feeling, when the mind keeps revisiting the past, looking for a different answer. I personally believe we are more than just physical bodies. I believe we are spirit, experiencing this human life for a while, and eventually we return home. That's why I say Rhallo transitioned. His physical body left, but his spirit continued. Even believing that, the human part of me still struggles with self-doubt. Maybe you're holding on to something like this too. A decision you regret. A moment you wish you could change. Something that happened years ago, but still shows up in your thoughts. If that's you, you're not alone. Most of us carry something like that. Forgiving ourselves doesn't mean saying that everything we did was perfect. It means recognizing that we are human. We make decisions in painful moments with limited information and overwhelming emotions. And often, we do the best we can with the awareness we had at the time. Rhallo gave me 9 years of love, companionship, and so many silly memories. When I think about his life as a whole, I know he was loved. Sometimes forgiving ourselves means remembering the entire story, not just the most painful moment. If you're struggling to forgive yourself for something in your past, please know that you're not alone. I'm still learning this myself. Even though Rhallo transitioned in 2020, when I think about that night, the memory still feels fresh. Sometimes it feels like it happened just yesterday, And when it comes back to me, I can still find myself crying as if the moment is happening right now. Self-forgiveness isn't a destination we suddenly reach. It's something we move through slowly, with awareness. Some days we understand a little more. Some days the questions are still there. And maybe that's okay. Maybe knowing ourselves is not about arriving somewhere. Maybe it's simply about continuing to look with honesty and with compassion